Ernie Griffis with us from the Honesdale Hornets baseball team here on the John Mendola Show. And Coach, let's talk about the opportunity this year with the Hornets and what you're excited about with this group.
Well, we're fairly young group, but with a lot of experience on the field. Junior class, 2-year starters, so tons of experience. And this year we have some numbers to back them up, so we're deep at a lot of positions.
As far as the coaching staff put together this year, talk about the other coaches you have with you.
Well, it's my first year as the head guy over there, but the coaching staff is mainly intact from previous years. Coach Madrowski, Coach Miller, and Coach Schaefer are still on staff, and bring a lot of experience to the squad, and bring a lot of experience to me, someone new in the area, and helping me out, with the ins and outs of Honesdale.
As far as getting outside, not easy right now probably in Honesdale, but talk about what you could control, what you concentrate on to get better every day.
Well, you can't control the weather. If you coach in Northeast PA for long enough, you kind of get over that quite early. Today was our second day outside, obviously on the parking lot. We've been, renting some indoor facilities to try to give the guys some time, in a little bigger of an area, but you got to make it fresh every day, stations, and just keep them busy and keep them excited about the game. You got to do inside better than all the other teams.
As far as pitching wise this year, talk about the arms you have, how many you have, and you'll probably have to be deep with a lot of games in a row.
Yeah. As far as pitching, we're going to be pretty deep on the mound, I believe. We have 3 juniors, 2 juniors, Andy Carroll and Jack Dennis, and then we have Caleb Martin, a sophomore, who's throwing very well, and then Nate Frigoletto, lefty senior.
And you take us through the bats and the speed this year. You feel like you have some speed, or is that kind of hard to tell right now while you're still in the gym?
Well, we did just get back from West Virginia, so we got to see a little bit of that last weekend. Speed, I don't know about speed being there, but we'll be working on that a little bit. But as far as the bats, I think we're going to have a lot of power up and down the lineup, and it's going to be a fun lineup to watch. Do
you have some multiple sport athletes there, or just some baseball guys as well?
A lot of just baseball guys, which is a good thing. We have a couple of multi-sport athletes, names like Andy Carroll that people know, but for the most part, baseball is a lot of these guys' only sport.
Coach, how about the league overall as far as the competition? What are you expecting up at Honesdale and playing in the league you'll be in?
Well, it's going to be a lot different from, I coached at Mountain View previously, and the league's a lot smaller, and schools are smaller up there, so everything's going to be a little bit relative. But Prep and Valley View is our little 3-team league, so obviously there's going to be some good competition there at the end of the year. But Paul Pack, North Pocono, Del Valle, seeing all those teams on a week in and week out basis is really good baseball schools that you hear a lot of good things about.
Coach, appreciate your time. Thanks for bringing the guys down, and good luck this season.
Thank you.
Caleb Martin joining us. He's a sophomore for the Honesdale Hornets. And Caleb, let's talk about your role on the team this year.
Well, we play second base. Also in the pitching staff. We start in there. Also close some games out most likely. Throwing up top of the hitting order. As a sophomore, playing a big role in the hitting lineup. Still gonna go out there and do the best I can for my team.
You're a baseball only guy. How much time are you putting into the game of baseball, whether it's the off season, during the season, indoor, whatever you're doing?
Well, I play baseball year round, usually till about October. Then usually take some time off, hit the weight room a little bit. Then usually around December, January, get back into it and start grinding, do the best I can, get ready for the season.
You got a sister who's a little bit older than you. Talk about what she's up to.
She's attending school right now, a college called Bernathen, just outside Philadelphia. She's actually playing field hockey. She actually just tore her ACL, so it's a big setback, but she'll come back bigger and stronger than ever. She will.
Well, we wish her the best in her recovery. History and sciences you like? Talk about, is it a teacher you enjoy or just a subject matter?
Just a subject. I do very well in them. I've always done well, always liked them.
College down the road for you? Do you have a major or something you're thinking about, or you just know, hey, I'd love to play baseball and get to the right school?
I love to play baseball. I want to study something have to do with sports, maybe like therapy or physical trainer, something to do with sports.
Let's talk about your folks and what they do for you on a daily basis and why you look up to them.
they've just always been there for me, especially my dad. You know, since day one, it's always been baseball in the idea of the future. He's always been there. He's done a lot for me. It's just always been there for me.
Well, we
Working with me.
wish you the best of luck this year, and hope you have a great season.
Thank you.
David Kerreri is with us from the Honesdale Hornets baseball team, and David, let's talk about what Coach expects of you this year. What do you think you'll be doing?
I mean, Coach, he's a real good coach. He expects a lot out of us, especially as we're getting older. When we were younger, we had a lot of potential. Now it's time to kind of get everything out of it. You know, I mean, he expects me personally to be, I would say, a leader. You know, if not vocally, set by example.
It's your junior year, so you're going to have to continue to step up.
Mm-hmm.
What is this team comprised of? Talk about how many seniors and juniors, and do you have some young talent on the team?
Yeah, we got a lot of young talent. We got a bunch of freshmen coming up. Now they won't see varsity time for a little while, but when they come up, they'll be ready. We got 2 seniors who will be good. We got, I think, 6 or 7 juniors who've been playing since we've been freshmen, so hopefully the potentials will be ready. A couple sophomores that'll play this year, and that will play, if not this year, the next couple years, and we'll be pretty set for the future.
Take us through your family. You got a couple siblings.
Yeah, I got my brother, Joseph. He's 12. He loves baseball like me. My sister, Haley, she goes to Keystone College. My youngest sister, she's a freshman in high school at Honesdale. She likes to dance, and she's a cheerleader.
Good for her. That's awesome. You're a science kind of guy,
Yeah,
doing
love
real
science.
well
Yeah.
in the classroom, 3.7. Talk about the teacher you enjoy, subject you enjoy.
I like all science that has to do with the body, so like anatomy and physiology. I like that class. My teacher, Mr. Jakowski, he was a real good teacher for me.
And let's talk about some goals down the road for you. What would you like to do?
I mean, I'm set to play college baseball at Stony Brook University. Hopefully, I'll be good enough to go on to the next level after that, play professional baseball.
You got some big goals. I like
Yeah.
it. Let's talk about some role models as well.
A real good role model for me, I would say, is Jimmy Butler and Jose Altuve. They're both really hard workers. Now, Jimmy Butler may be a basketball player, but I like his work ethic. Works real hard. Altuve, you know, come from nothing, worked really hard and became one of the best baseball players in the league right now.
What do you like when you take on Wallapapack, a big rival?
Yeah, it'll be exciting. You know, hopefully we had a little bit of a tough time these last couple of years. They've been real good. We've been young, so hopefully this year it'll be a good rivalry, some good baseball games. Expecting a lot from that rivalry this year.
Well, we hope you have a great season. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Nathaniel Frigoletto with us from the Honesdale baseball team here at the John Mendola Show. Hey, it's your senior year, so this is all you got.
Last hurrah, right?
Yep, you only got a couple seniors on this team. Talk about what you're expected to do as you know, one of the rare leaders here.
We need strong leadership. We have a young team, and somebody's got to step up, and it's my year. So, I mean, a couple guys were trying to, you know, get the team together. You know, try to bond each other. We need to be a team this year. The past few years we haven't gotten to that level, and I think this year we have the potential for that.
First base and pitching this
Yes.
year. Talk about where you think you'll be used, starter, reliever.
Yeah, I'll probably start first base and probably start pitching in some games. I don't know our specific pitching strategy, but
you know you're going to see some time.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. You're also a golfer. Talk about something you're hot after, or you just kind of do it for fun.
You know, I've played on the team for 3 years. I find it very enjoyable, relaxing. Yeah, it's something to do other than baseball. You know, baseball is my main sport, but I feel like I needed something to do, you know, in between. So.
You're in a couple clubs that probably most people aren't, Mock Trial and Robotics Club. So talk about each of those. They seem pretty unique.
Robotics I did that last year. I was very interested in math and science field at the time, so I figured that would be a great outlet to get some experience. You know, prepare, build a robot for that competition. It's more of, both of these clubs are for during the winter. So that's definitely when I'm not doing a sport. Mock trial, I just participated this year, which took place in the winter. You know, we're on a team, there's a made up case, and you each have a part to do. And I find it enjoyable. Go against other schools in the area and down at the courthouse in Scranton. So
Cool. You got a big family, and you're the youngest, huh?
yeah. Well,
Take us through what everybody's up to.
My sister, she moved back here from Philly last year. She's married, has a 1-year-old, so I get to see him every.
Uncle?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I get to see him all the time, which is awesome. She's working a couple jobs right now. It's good to have her, to see her a lot more than used to. My brother, Evan, he's at the medical school in Scranton. He's a second year, and I see him every now and then. But he's doing his thing. He's busy. He's a busy guy.
Absolutely.
And my brother Braden, he's even busier. He's in Michigan, University of Michigan, getting his PhD in aerospace engineering.
Oh my gosh.
Just
That's pretty cool.
But, yeah.
You like history class. You're doing great in the classroom. Let's talk about the future for you. What do you plan out?
I've applied to colleges. I'm not positive which one I will go into, but there's one college in mind that I have the potential to play baseball in. It's Bard College, and we're actually going there tomorrow. Oh, well, now it's Thursday. Friday we're going to be playing there on their field, and I've never played on their field, so I'm really excited for that. Hoping to major in history, going to that field. I'm interested in government, things like that. So.
Mama Bear, Papa Bear, tell us about them and why they're so important to you.
My dad, through my life, he's really helped me, getting me from place to place regarding baseball. Driven me to all the tournaments, things like that for travel. He's been very helpful. My mom, she's the strongest person I know. Right now, she's going through some tough times. In November, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. So she's been battling that, but she's a strong woman. So
Our thoughts and prayers with your mom,
thank you.
with your whole family, and obviously we're all pulling for her. Nathaniel, I appreciate you telling us your personal story. We hope you have a fantastic season this year. With Anthony DellAquila from the Honesdale Hornets baseball team, and Anthony, you got a tough position, catcher. Talk about when you first found out about catching, how many years you've been doing that.
Well, catching's new to me for high school. I started freshman on varsity for catching. It was an open spot, so I saw the opportunity and took it. Catching is hard position, main position. You gotta know everything. You see the field, the pitchers. You call the pitches. It's a big responsibility, and you gotta know the game.
Ball gets by, you got to run a little bit. You got to run down towards first base.
You gotta block. You gotta worry about drop 3 strikes, all that.
So you're a grinder.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Let's talk about some things you like to do outside of that, which is bass fishing.
Bass fishing, yeah, I love bass fishing. I love fishing in general. You go out in the summer on a boat, just relax, enjoy the weather, calm down, get away from baseball for a little bit, take a break.
Who's the best bass fisherman in the family?
In the family?
Yeah.
Oh, I like to think I am, but probably my uncle. He was always good at fishing and hunting outdoors like that and stuff.
You got a sister? She into fishing at all?
Oh yeah, I got her into fishing. Gina, she's always there by my side, always there whenever, big in fishing and stuff like that.
What else does she do? She's 14 years old, so tell us about what grade she's in and what other activities she's up to.
Gina, she's a freshman. She does basketball, field hockey, and softball, so she's nonstop. She's always going, never home, always taking her places, which is nice. As an older brother, taking her there and watching her games and stuff and enjoying it.
You're a math kind of guy, doing pretty well in the classroom. What is it about math you like?
Math, I just like being around numbers, just for life situations and stuff like that, like banking and accounts and stuff like that, to manage money and stuff. It's always good to know math. College
baseball down the road, something you're gearing towards, huh?
Yeah, that's one of my goals, to play college baseball. Not really sure, but just to play college baseball, keep my passion going.
Mom and dad, tell us about them.
Mom and dad, they're my role models. I mean, my mom, every single baseball game that she can make, every single one, she's always there taking me to baseball since T-ball league, really. Travel baseball, traveling hours all up and down the East Coast. Dad, one of his famous sayings, hard work always pays off. So work hard and get what you get as like how much you put into it.
Well, Anthony, we appreciate your time. Tell us a little bit about you, and have a great season this year behind the plate.
Thank you.
Jack Dennis with us from Honesdale, and Jack, you're going to be on the mound this year. Take us through the pitching staff this year for the Honesdale Hornets.
Well, we got me, Andy Carroll, big, tall kid, big guy, throws real hard. Sophomore Caleb Martin, really great stuff, coming off a youngster who has a lot of experience in varsity already as a freshman. We also have some freshmen who are pretty good. Our catcher behind the plate, he's got an unleashing arm, and get him on the mound sometimes.
Well, I'm sure you're real excited about this year. Talk about all the gym work you guys have put in.
Yeah, because we got a lot of snow on the field, so we're always inside working. I mean, obviously we all lifting, all that stuff, but just trying to get on the field is really tough for us. We got to travel a long ways.
How about the bats? Coach is excited. Talk about some bats you think, some power hitting this year.
We got a lot of power hitting, even from our one spot to the whole lineup. Really put the ball out there.
Well, it's good to hear. You do some bass fishing, much like your teammate. Talk about where you go and who you go with.
Well, my dad is really big into fishing, and I hope to continue that passion throughout my life. And if I don't make it for baseball in college, I want to try collegiate bass fishing and trying to get in for that.
You got a sister, so tell us a little bit about what she's up to.
Well, she is a biochem pre-med, and she's starting medical school here soon.
Good for her. History and agriculture, a couple classes you enjoy, and you're doing well in the classroom. You have a favorite teacher?
Actually, Mrs. Vosberg is my favorite teacher. Her son plays for Wallenpaupack. She's a great lady. She's taught me a lot of stuff, and stay straight in life.
College baseball down the road for you. What are you excited about that?
I'm excited to keep pitching, getting stronger. I want to hopefully see the next level and what it has for me left and what competition.
You have a couple feelers out right now for some of those schools?
Yeah, Binghamton, Millersville, a couple of schools around here.
Well, we wish you well with that. And how about a role model in your life?
Jacob DeGraun's my role model because he's a big, tall guy, just like me, real tall and lengthy. He's real long with his arm, as also I do. And he's just showing a lot of drive through his career. Now he's up this year for one of the Cy Young nominees.
Well, Jack Dennis, we appreciate your time, and go get him this year for the Hornets on the mound, all right?
All right, thank you.